Hello, everyone. Good evening, or whatever time of the day it is where you are. My name is Toby. I'm here on Instagram as Beauty as a Metaphor, and I am offering a sound bath for this evening. A sound bath and a little bit of reading, conversation, maybe some reflection. I know that the past 3 weeks, personally, I have been completely anxious about today, this evening, this whole day, the election, um, what life will look like after this. I've had a lot of anxiety just about what is to come of this whole thing. And about 2 days ago, I finally just woke up feeling completely relieved. I wrote in my journal, I'm nervous, but I'm prepared. And that's how I feel. So I have, of course, my nerves, but I'm having less of a the world is ending mindset or energy. Not that I don't completely understand that, but I was really happy to just be in this space for the past few days, especially because I wasn't expecting that as I got closer. And I really appreciate Spirit and the universe just kind of relieving me from that and letting me, I guess, be in my peace. Since I had a little bit of overflow in my cup, I wanted to share that, and hopefully this can be a resource for anyone who's having some nerves for today, for this evening, or even just continue to have some things that will come up throughout the week. Like I said, we are preparing ourselves. Stay ready so you ain't got to get ready. So that's what I'm in. So I'm going to play a sound bath for those who will be watching this, and I'll be accompanied with some music. Really amazing song. I feel like this entire offering was super divine because, like I said, was not planning to do anything because I just wasn't in a good space. And since I am in a better space, I wanted to share, and just came to me yesterday. And as I'm preparing, what I'm going to share in a few, I feel like the song that came to me was perfect, and the passage that I'm going to read was perfect. It literally opened my phone, opened the book, there and there. The song that I will be using is Ibeyi, which I think is how you pronounce their name. It's a duo sister singer-songwriter group, and the name of the song is Oya. When I heard the song, I was like, this is perfect. Hadn't looked at the name of the song or really paid any attention to it. And when I went back to see what the name was, I saw that it was Oya, and I thought that was just fantastic because I was talking and thinking and had come across some insight about Oya in the past day or so, and specifically now I've seen things before, but specifically talking about the energy right now, the environment, and how windy it's been, and how you could feel her presence, her energy around, and also kind of a sense of conquering, of making it through. And so for that to be the song that I naturally gravitated towards was just perfection. And then as I'm coming to find what passage I wanted to read, to share a word with the people, this book caught my eye. Sitting right here, I sit in this little nook a lot. This is a book that I had from my yoga teacher training. I have not cracked it open probably since then. And immediately it just caught my eye. A Seeker's Guide to Extraordinary Living. This is the name of the book. The Wisdom of Yoga. And so I'm like, okay, I haven't been in this book in a minute. Let me kind of get acquainted with, is something speaking to me in this? If not, let me find something else. And immediately I open it up to what I'm going to read, which is The Secret Strength of Disillusionment. And so it's sharing insight on an ideology in the practice of yoga called Samvega. And it's sharing it in the context of a figure in this book after this person's kind of like midlife crisis. So I'm going to read that, then we're going to get into the sound bath, and then we're going to go take care of ourselves. Yogis call this state Samvega, a complex state involving a kind of disillusionment with mundane life and a wholehearted longing for a deeper investigation into the inner workings of the mind and of the self. Samvega, as described by the contemporary Buddhist monk, the Nisaro Bhikkhu, involves at least three clusters of feelings at once. So there's three that he names. I'm going to point out this one specifically because I think it speaks to me, at least in this moment, and maybe you in this moment. It's described as an anxious sense of urgency in trying to find a way out of the meaningless cycle. The reason why that spoke to me is because I feel like I've been trying to find my way out. I've been trying to escape, like, oh my gosh, I need to get out of here. And like I said, I'm finally feeling a sense of, oh, I need to get through this, or I will get through this. Samvega is a developmental state not mentioned in Western psychological texts. It brings with it a realization that objects of grasping, for example, money, fine things, titles, fame, even people, when seen as objects, cannot supply any true satisfaction. It involves a radical realization that all objects are intrinsically empty of the capacity to feed us in the way that we really want or need to be fed. For many of us, objects of longing gradually reveal themselves to offer no real happiness. No matter how hard we gnaw on them, we find no meat on the bone. Samvega then arises with a linked complex of symptoms, many of which Jake, who is the public figure in this book, was now experiencing. These can include, I'm going to read just a couple that again speak to me in this moment. A heightened concern with authenticity, a deepening pull towards an intuitive interior world, a sense of urgency about realizing deep hidden gifts and talents, the deeply felt internal imperative to stop business as usual, or as Jake said, to get quiet, a call to explore a path that might give intrinsic meaning to the enigmas of life. Does that not speak to you? Because, man, reading this, I literally got chills. One of the harbingers, oh my gosh, what is this word? One of the elements of the developmental imperative of Samvega is that we, like Jake, begin to hear ourselves muttering about our old life and our new life. Out of the blue, we begin to feel like captives in our lives which may have fit comfortably for years. Our well-known world begins to feel stale and dead. Gradually, we start hankering to leave for the new world. The new world. We begin to feel imbued with the spirit of our seeker ancestors. We want nothing more than to leave the old country. This internal movement presages a profound reorganization of the psyche, a redirection of the energy of longing, and a completely new relationship with the world of people, places, and things. Even though this developmental stage is as common in human life as adolescence, one will search Western psychology books in vain for a clear description of its causes and trajectory. We ordinarily attempt to fit the complexities of Samvega into our old, usually pathological categories. We trivialize it as midlife crisis, or we wonder if it's not really just neurotic depression or regression. But contrary to typical Western views, this kind of breakdown, which Jake found himself, is not a regression into the past. It is not a pathological state, and it is not a backward move at all. It is rather a step towards the possibility of a vastly expanded way of living in the world. Let's snap it up for that. A whole word. Yes, so that passage just came to me. The song just came to me. And without further ado, we're going to have a few minutes. I was going to say in silence, but not in full silence, but in stillness, in reflection, in a state of joy, in a state of pleasure, in a state of thrivingness, in a state of just big, undefeated energy, okay? I wish you all could see my sound bowls and my cute little chime here, but the angle of this camera isn't cut for that. But it's all good because eyes are going to be closed. We're going to be in tuned and in full alignment and connection with our breath. And when you're ready, just as I am, you can begin to close your eyes or to invite a little gaze into your practice. For the next few minutes, allow me to hold space for you. There's nothing that you need to do. There's no room for self-judgment or questioning of you in this moment. For right now, we are pouring into ourselves. We are building ourselves up. We are enlarging our territory of love and care and nurture. Continue with your eyes closed or at a low gaze. I'm going to begin our sound bath. Remember to breathe. And if at any point, if you need a reminder to bring yourself back here, I offer you the meditation, Be Here Now. Be here now. Be here now. Take me. Bring yourself back to this space, to your environment, back to your consciousness. And invite 3 breaths to awaken yourself, to center yourself back at this point. When you're ready, you can begin to gently bring awareness back. You can begin to open your eyes, maybe starting at a low point and slowly working your way up to what's in front of you, to what's around you. Yes, ma'am. Well, thank you for joining me for this meditation and sound bath. I see the sun is starting to set, so this was perfect timing. Leave a comment, let me know how you are feeling, where you're at. I hope that this is a resource that you can tap into today, this evening, this week, and maybe even another time in the future coming back to this. So thank you for joining me. I'm wishing much love and abundance and just that energy. I don't even know what to call that, but that kind of energy. That's just how I'm feeling. I'm just feeling like who's that? What's that? It's above me now. But thank you. Have a beautiful evening and much love to you. And we'll see each other again later. Peace.